NFT profile pictures will soon be on every single social platform, including Twitter, Reddit, YouTube, and who'd have thought, OnlyFans. But why are people setting their profile pictures to NFTs? If you've spent any amount of time on Twitter recently, you've probably seen these weird looking apes or these pixelated faces or these other cartoonish faces and thought, what the hell is going on? Well, there's a good chance that you are looking at a sort of type of non-fungible token known as a profile picture avatar project, otherwise known as a PFP NFT, where PFP is the slang for profile picture. So profile picture NFT. So what do I actually mean by a PFP NFT or profile picture NFT? And why are they so popular at the moment? So the essence of a PFP NFT then is that instead of just taking a random ass selfie and putting that as your profile picture, you're actually setting a profile picture that you actually own. So at its most basic level, a PFP NFT demonstrates safe ownership of your profile picture, and you haven't just taken some random picture of the internet and slapped that as your profile picture. Now, this may not sound like a big deal, like after all, who actually cares whether or not we own our profile picture? But it's a super hot topic at the moment. Like Twitter and OnlyFans have actively embraced NFTs for profile pictures. Reddit's also tested the idea, and YouTube has very publicly flirted with the idea too. By the end of the year, it won't surprise me if literally all social media platforms allow you to set an NFT as your profile picture. But like, why do people even bother? I mean, what's wrong with just using your face? Why do you have to use this weird ape or this weird pixelated looking cartoonish face as your profile picture? And I mean, that's a good question, but I guess there's really two main reasons for this. The first is community, and the second point is flex. So first, community. Now, I guess the point here is that when you're setting your profile picture as an NFT, you're really signaling to the world that you're part of the broader NFT community. Everyone, I suppose, wants to find their gang. Like, you don't want to be the only person spending X amounts of dollars on finding and setting a cartoon monkey as your profile picture. Like, you don't want to be the only loner doing that. So I guess finding that gang and being part of that whole community makes you feel a little bit less weird, but it also allows you to meet other like-minded people too. I suppose there's also a second element to this community thing too, and that's being part of the project or the avatar project's own community. In other words, everyone who's sort of invested in a certain NFT avatar project all seem to have something in common, and this could be like a shared vision or a shared value or a shared mission. So for example, if we looked at the World of Women NFT avatar project, they believe in inclusivity and diversity for everyone. So if you've invested within that NFT avatar project, you're clearly demonstrating that you believe in those values of diversity and inclusivity. And so when you find someone else with a profile picture from that same NFT avatar collection, you really feel that sense of community. And because they only really set 10,000 NFTs as part of that project, there's only going to be like a limited number of people within that community. So it really does feel quite tight-knit. Or it may just be like a shared sense of style and aesthetics for that specific NFT art collection. You know, and this really does seem to be the case for most avatar projects. You know, like out of all the thousands of different projects available, all of you guys who have invested within this specific avatar project have demonstrated that you like this artist and you like their work. And there's a real sense of bond and community around that artwork. In the same way that you'd be a fan of a specific sports team or a musician, when you invest within an NFT avatar project, you're demonstrating that you're a fan not only of the artist, but you really want to be involved within that community and feel a sense of community with the other people that have also invested within that NFT avatar project. And as you know, like, community is central to the whole concept of social media, and it's no wonder then that social platforms are really investing within these PFP NFTs and why they're going to be found everywhere by the end of the year. Oh, and before I forget, in fact, there's an even deeper level of community that is created by how NFT projects tend to be created. And that's in the sense that they tend to be capped at 10,000 pieces of art. So the maximum number of people that could be involved within any specific project community is 10,000 people. But given the fact that most people buy more than one piece of art, it tends to be around 4,000 or 5,000 people within these avatar projects. And certain NFT projects also give you special access to certain community functions too, like having access to a virtual clubhouse. Like if you were to buy a Bored Ape NFT, you'd automatically be enrolled in their Swamp Club for Apes, which I guess sounds really odd if you have no idea about anything to do with NFTs and stuff like that, but the point is that owning an NFT really does help entrench a sense of community. So setting an NFT as your profile picture is all about adding to this community element, and it's why it's so big at the moment. The other reason that people are setting their profile pictures to NFTs is because it is a legit flex on social media. Like, if you have a CryptoPunk or Bored Ape set as your profile picture, then that shows either one, you're one of the OGs in the space and you've known about NFTs and their potential longer than everyone else, or two, you spent over $100,000 buying that NFT more recently. Either one of those two options gives you some serious clout in the NFT space, and regardless of which one it is, your profile picture is now worth more than most people's annual salaries. And if that isn't a flex, I don't know what is. This behavior isn't new and really shouldn't come as a surprise to anyone either. Like, people have been showing off their expensive designer shoes, their lovely cars, their expensive tech, literally forever. And if you go onto Instagram, it's literally a highlights reel of, everyone's best holidays and all the fancy things that they're buying. It's nothing new that people are trying to show off online. But whereas all of this stuff requires you to, share photos of all the different things that you're doing to flex your status and your wealth, by making an NFT as your profile picture, you're able to do this in a more digitally native way. So just posting a piece of art as your profile picture demonstrates that you're absolutely loaded. I get it. It sounds kind of shallow, but it's this sort of content that's been driving social media for years. Literally since day one, people have been trying to share their best things, their highlights, their travel, their gadgets, and by allowing people to set NFTs as their profile picture, this just takes the same content to another level. So there's absolutely no wonder why social media are jumping on the PFP NFT train. Now, I'm by no means denying that hype and speculation still play a massive role in the NFT market. And, even people who own NFTs, they still want to see their collection grow in value. And by introducing PFP NFTs, this is only going to fuel the fire. But, this isn't all bad. Like, for some creators, this offers them another way to make some decent money. So if we look at OnlyFans, that at the moment, the only way to make money is to share their bits and bobs. But by setting their profile pictures as NFTs, if they appreciate in value, that's another way that they can make money by selling that profile picture to their community. But the point I'm trying to make is that there's more to NFTs than just hype and speculation. Like, there's a whole community that does come with buying an NFT and setting that as your profile picture. And that's the point I want to get across. And it's the very reason why social media platforms are embracing NFTs so heavily.